lot of interest in angels today, and I want to tell you a couple of stories on that, if I may. This girl I knew, I've known her for 18 years, and she was in my church in Melbourne, and we were having coffee one day. And she said to me, "You better hear this." I said, "What?" She said, "I was taking an examination in Chicago, and I was starting across the street, and this vehicle was, I have to say vehicle, I can't say car. That's from Massachusetts. But anyway, she started walking across the street, and this vehicle was heading right towards her. And she was lifted up in the air and placed on the opposite side of the street. She looked up, and she saw this big, tall man looking at her. She was crying, of course, excitement. She looked down and looked back, he was gone. Another gentleman who I'm friendly with was with the Air Force, and he was in an automobile accident. He was thrown from the front seat into the back seat. And a gentleman came in and held his neck, because the fellow who was thrown to the back seat knew his neck was broken. And everybody wanted to get him out of the vehicle. And he got the fellow's name and tried to look him up. No name existed. He was gone. So there's many stories like that coming in. And which is interesting is when people are in need, they're there. They're always there for us, like our guides. And the Greek word angel means messenger. Messenger. So they do come in. They're there when we need them. When we're in dire straits, they always show up. And it took a long time for me to believe this, to be honest with you. Because like I said, I remember the nun saying, "If you're good little boys and girls, you might see an angel." I said, "They locked me out." But I did. So I wanted to say that today because I think it's important. The door's opening up. When I was out to Arizona, I did 3 seances out there, and one of them was a lot of the Native American Indians from Spirit coming in, and the light workers coming in. And their job coming into the earth side was to help balance the world out. And we certainly need that right now. Since that time, I've been told from the angel that the angel world is coming in too. So we have enough lot of balancing going on. I hope they know what they're doing, because we really need it. This other couple, this woman, this is quite an interesting story. This woman had to go to the hospital because her son or daughter was there. And she or he, I think it was a woman, girl, was very sick. Ready to die. And so the mother stayed there all night. And about early in the morning, these 2 doctors came in and told her that they were Dr. So-and-so. And they just wanted to come in and say hi. And one of them said, "Could I go over and see the girl?" And she said, "Of course." And he went over there. I guess he did a healing on her. They left, and then about an hour later, the nurse, the night nurse, came in. She said, "That's too bad you were all by yourself all night." She said, "No, the 2 doctors came in." She said, "No, I was out there all night. Nobody else came in the room." So the next day, the woman checked the hospital. There was no such doctors. So we're seeing more and more of this happening each and every day, which is very fascinating. Every time I bring this up, I'm getting responses about it, about their typical situations. So the world, and you and I, all of us, are in good hands. We're in good hands. And we have to believe that. Because right now the world is in such a topsy-turvy. It's like, I don't know if you remember this picture, it's a mad, mad world. Well, we're in it. Everybody's down, and we need to be uplifted. We need to be more generated. We have to think of what we have and how wonderful it is to have it. And all you really have to do is go out and look at the people on the streets today. On the TV with these kids with all these problems. you start saying to yourself, self, I'm in good shape. So we have the blessing from the angel world, the spirit side of life, and of course God itself, what we call infinite intelligence. So we're going to be okay. But we really have to believe that. If you don't believe it, you know, one of the things I learned in this work, it was taught by my teacher many years ago, whatever you think is going to manifest itself. If you think negative, you're going to manifest the negative thoughts and negative things. On the contrary, if you think positive, you will come into you positive energy and positive results in your life. So we have to get back to that. And I keep preaching that over the years, and it seems to be working, I hope. One other thing. I wrote the first book, I didn't put it down, called Positive Affirmation to Live By. And it was a good seller. But lately, sitting in different places, people, especially the younger generation, are asking for help. So instead of selling them a book, I'm giving them excerpts of that book. And it's helping them out. So each of us here in this congregation has a job to do. And that is to be positive ourselves and help others who we either know or love, or even total strangers, to do the same thing. That's not only from the spirit side of life, the angelic side of life, that's from God itself. Thank you.